All right, welcome back to LearWire. Today we're going to be looking at BeyondMe. This is an application that is on AppSumo, currently available for a lifetime price. We are going to be talking about what BeyondMe can do for you. What this software aims to do is to help diagnose traffic loss and provide full SERP analysis of keywords to find weak spots in your SEO. And so then you can go and create content and start ranking that content, right? A couple things to note when looking through here is that obviously this is for bloggers, marketers, marketing agencies. This is their actual logo, and they use their logo right here as this weak spot metric inside of the SEO tool. So obviously the more of those, the better, I'm assuming. And where does it say that basically it said it over there in the comments section, but this software really is an alternative to Lowfruits.io and SEMrush. So this is somewhat aiming to, you can obviously see when you have like these little weak spots, I believe that they are trying to do something similar to what Lowfruits does, which is identify if there's forums or Reddit or social media ranking in the top 10 for a keyword, then it's a good signal that if you wrote a blog post about that and answered the question very comprehensively, that you would have a good chance of ranking. So it does have these different opportunity metrics and so forth. So this is definitely an SEO tool and a major keyword research tool. So I know that you guys like keyword research tools. I do, of course. They are my favorite, one of my favorite tools to check out and see what they have to offer. So definitely we can all use another keyword research tool. They are fun to use, but you also would want them to be practical and actually provide good data, accurate data. And then also I kind of measure how many keywords it's going to spit out for us as well. It looks like it has 23 reviews over here and it's averaging about a 4.4. You can go and check those out. I always recommend before buying a product to go just check out the reviews, see if there's anything that stands out. So we can scroll through here. They do have you enter in a seed keyword, wildcard search is supported. Select language, 28 languages are supported right now. Countries, 40 plus countries supported, and select the engine, which would be Google. I do believe that it generates right here, it generates keywords from Google autocomplete. That's where it's getting its keywords from. And that's really cool. If I was going to build a tool, a keyword tool, that would be definitely one of the features that I would want to include is an autocomplete, because there are new keywords, something like 10 to 20% of all Google searches are brand new searches. And it's just mind blowing that that continues to be the case, even with the internet being around for so long now and the population of the world at 7 or 8 billion people. It's just mind boggling to think that we could still challenge the search engines and ask new creative questions at 10 to 20% per day, which is just nuts. But it does use autocomplete. And so that's going to be what people are actually typing in the search engine. And that is really, really cool. You're going to get the latest keywords that are not going to make it into tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush and some of those powerhouse tools, which are great, but those are looking at keywords from months at a time, right, of data. And so it's missing out on a large piece of the pie, which are the autocomplete keywords. And so I just wanted to point that out. That would probably be definitely a reason to pick up a tool like this. So on to the plans and features and pricing. So we're looking at over here, obviously you get the lifetime deal. You can stack unlimited codes. I'm not really sure what that means because we have up to 10 codes that we can stack. I don't know if you can stack more than that, but it does say unlimited right there. Each additional code adds 5 site analysis, 2 site watches, and 3,000 credits. You get a Google account is required to use BeyondMe. Maybe that's the way that you actually sign up. I'm going to go ahead and I don't really need a keyword research tool. I'm paying monthly for SE ranking right now. I have Insta keywords. I've got a lot of keyword tools in my disposal, but I love keyword tools. And this is one of those ones where I'm not going to mess around with a free trial. Sometimes I'll try to get the free trial if it's a tool that I just absolutely don't need in my arsenal, but I want to do a review for you guys. But in this case, this is a tool I probably could use. And also I don't want to fiddle around with any kind of limitations. So I'm definitely going to pick up the $39 plan literally just to do this review for you guys. Okay. So if that is something that you like and you're new to watching LearnWire, then those are the kind of things that I'll do on this channel. I'll go and I'll pick up a software and I'll literally just buy it so I can do a proper review for you. And so really, if you like that kind of thing, then hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, and also subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the AppSumo software reviews that I do. All right, so let's just continue. You're going to get keyword ideas, experience analysis. I don't know what that means. We'll find out soon enough. Full SERP keyword analysis to spot low competition, analytics, export data. So here's the pricing plans. Plan 1, I'm going to pick up the $39 plan. I'm not sure what the 3,000 credits is. I think that that's the keyword lookups, right? So keyword lookups, you're going to get 3,000 credits, I believe, 2 site watches and 5 site analysis. There was some confusion on what this means right here. There's a couple of sites. I believe that this is kind of like a project. So think of projects, I believe, but 5 site analysis. So maybe that is where you can analyze 5 sites up to once. I'm not really sure. A little bit of confusion on these 2 metrics right here. Obviously they double each time you increase. The credits I know are the keywords, the keyword research and keyword lookups. Okay, perfect. So here is the investigation that I do before even doing these reviews. So it helps me become a little bit more knowledgeable of the product before I actually do the review. But I have not actually logged in and used the site as well. And you guys know that I like to do that kind of style as well, kind of a software unboxing. But that doesn't mean that I don't go out and actually research the product beforehand. And right here it says, I'm interested to know a few of these areas and analysis of 5 sites and monitoring of 2 sites. What does that mean? So the site analysis and monitor are the maximum amount of sites you can analyze and watch at the same time. So for example, you are analyzing 5 websites and you want to analyze a 6th, then you would need to remove one. So the website analyzing is the projects. But it still doesn't really address the 3,000 credits is the keyword for the keywords lab, right? So that's great. And it does actually say from the owners that they are an alternative to lowfruits.io and not SEMrush. Sorry guys, I was wrong about that. So they're not claiming to be an alternative to SEMrush. They are claiming to be an alternative to a tool like Lowfruits. Okay. Just want to make that clear. But as far as he doesn't really describe the analysis and monitoring. I don't really know what the difference between those 2 are, right? So just kind of keep that in mind, but definitely these are the projects you're going to be able to have, and then the 3,000 credits. So check this out. So you can go plan 2 goes up to 7. You can get into this tool for $39 on plan 1, plan 2, $78, plan 3 is $117. And then it goes all the way down to 10 codes all in at $390. You usually don't see these tools going more than $400 on the all in. And so they stayed true to that $390 all in, and you're going to get 30,000. Let's just look at it from a keyword research perspective. You're going to be able to get 30,000 keywords for the life of as long as the software exists. So if the tool's great and you already pay for Lowfruits or a tool like that, then this might be a really good offer for you. So another thing that this tool is for is that it's for people that are building niche websites, right? And they're possibly struggling to attract organic traffic, and they're being outranked by their competitors on search engines. And so this tool is going to go out there and try to uncover some keywords that you should probably be focusing on, right? So part of what BeyondMe does is that they're aiming to provide the solution for that problem by doing a full SERP analysis tool that can optimize a website's SEO strategy. So what we're going to be doing now is looking at the tool. So I'm going to go and purchase this tool, and then we'll be right back and we'll start doing a demo. Be right back. Okay, perfect. So you actually can connect your websites, and then you're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and blur these websites out, but I will keep a couple of them available. And right here, you'll see Realistic Pay, one of my websites right over here. And so it gives us access to this. We can actually click on this. I'm not going to do that right now, but this is a really cool feature that it will bring in all your websites, and also will automatically connect to your Google Search Console. And that's where I believe it's getting all this information. So super, super cool. So I believe from this point on, working from left to right, we're at websites, keyword lab, add-ons, and guides. So the way that the tool works, it does seem like you do have to connect your site to this. And so let's go ahead and click on this site over here. Connect now. Are you sure you want to connect and diagnose realisticpay.com? You can connect one website this month with a maximum of connected websites. But I don't think that I've actually put in my code yet. So I'll be right back. Okay, so really easy to put your code in. You just go up to the right-hand side up here, and then you go to the promo code section. You paste in your code, your appsumo code, and then it instantly updates. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and click on Realistic Pay because I think that this is the way that, and it's saying that you can connect 5 websites this month and a maximum of connected websites. Connect. So we're gonna connect Realistic Pay. I'm gonna show you this one. You guys already know that, well, this is one of my sites. So we're gonna go ahead and connect that. So the domain is connected now, and it is analyzing right now. It's analyzing our site. So it's not technically, it's kind of interesting. So it's pulling information, I believe, from you, and that's why it actually requires your Google account. And the Google account that I used is connected to most of the search consoles that I have my sites connected to. And so it initially pulls in some of the data, right? Clicks, impressions, and average position. That's definitely going to come from Search Console. But in order to fully connect your site and diagnose, you have to go through that step I just did, right? So then right here, I'm going to go ahead and go diagnose now. And then now here we go right here. So we just diagnosed in search performance and so forth. I believe all this data right here is going to come from Search Console. The key indicators, quick fixes to drive more traffic. So it is going to say if you're having sitemap issues, this would be a big X right here. Base URL indexing, it looks like it has passed the test. Mobile friendly, it passes the test. And sitemaps, it's passed the test. So these are some basic things that if this is going wrong on your site, then you're definitely going to have issues because you're not even going to be able to rank, right? If you have issues with this kind of stuff. So I think that this is that kind of checks and balances right off the bat. If your site is doing really well, I guess it's not going to really do much for you. But if one of these major things is wrong, it's going to alert you with a red X and you'll be able to go and work on that. Okay. So it looks like there's a hamburger menu right here. We can download this as an SVG, PNG, CSV, and so forth. It looks like we can zoom in, I believe. Okay. We can shrink that, zoom out. We can zoom in. And then I don't know what this one is, selection zoom. Okay, so if we wanted to come and maybe zoom in right here, we can do that, those kind of things. And then we can zoom back out. So it looks like the site is actually pretty stable right now, which is actually good because this is mostly AI content on the site, and that's actually pretty cool. So it's going to give us some keywords that we're ranking for. The green is informational query. It's going to give us a total amount of search volume, I believe. Maybe that's right here. That's going to be for all these keywords right here. A navigational query right over here. Commercial query. So this one has a little bit of an information and a commercial, which makes complete sense. How to make money selling tumblers. We could actually sell some tumblers right there. And because I mean, it's any AI is going to have a hard time completely understanding what the commercial intent for keywords such as this, because it's literally talking about selling something, right? So it's going to have somewhat of a commercial intent. And then also it's somebody looking up how to do something. It definitely recognized that and put a green for the informational query. So that's pretty cool. You're going to have different color codes right here of what stuff is, transactional query and so forth. So you're going to get the amount of keywords, the impressions, the clicks, the average position, the volume. So all this information right here, I believe, is pulling in from our trusty old Search Console. Depending on, I mean, it is providing you a lot better layout. I don't think anyone would agree that the layout in any of the Google products is very good. I don't think that they spend a whole lot of time on, thinking about navigation and making it slick and easy to read and so forth. So I definitely think it's a good tool for just kind of simplifying what you're looking at. But at the same time, just getting this data is also not necessarily going to move the needle for you because you have access to this already. So I'm going to be very interested when we go and check out the keyword lab. But let's go click on pages. We have different pages. So that definitely, I know for a fact, I wrote that with AI 100%, didn't even edit it or anything. And that ended up being my number one page on my site right now, which is super, super funny and super, super cool. I can tell you all this content written with AI, most of it. Super cool. That's still ranking. We can look at pages, we can look at country, we can look at sitemap and changelog and others. Okay. So let's go over. So that's kind of the website situation. I'm not really seeing where, so we can go to the keyword lab. I think that this is kind of just like a not attached to your website. And so if you're looking at specific website stuff, you're going to be in the website area. I don't know why it has my website listed twice, but I'm not really seeing where it is. I'm not really seeing where it's giving us the new keywords. Website watcher, refresh diagnosis, start watching this site. So we can start watching this site, and it's going to probably email us a report and so forth. Maybe that's where it'll start giving us some information. Analyze queries. Let's just go ahead and push that button there. Import to Keyword Lab. So now that you can import all your search terms into Keyword Lab, you can identify keyword weak points for which you are already ranking. So this is what we are talking about. Okay. So I'm going to click Analyze Keywords. No, I'm not going to analyze because it's going to analyze all my keywords and I don't want to waste all of my credits. So I'm just going to say save. Keywords imported. And then do we go over to the keyword labs, or do we have to push the analyze queries? Keyword labs. Okay, so we push this one over, explore keywords right here. So good thing I didn't do analyze keywords, because maybe it would automatically try to analyze these 6,000 keywords and I'd have no credits left. So good thing I didn't push that. Be very careful with clicking that button. So right off the bat, we're going to see these are very low competition keywords. We have this very high competition right there, but here's a bunch of different keywords. Want to put SEO on steroids? We use the following process to analyze keywords: extract the SERPs, detect weak spots, check for URL title match, process the word count, analyze SERP features, website classification. So super cool that they provide you exactly what they are looking at and how they put their algorithm together. There's a how's it work button right over here as well. So right now, I don't know if it's not giving us opportunities and weak spots because we haven't analyzed any keywords yet. It does have clusters. We can actually automatically put these all into clusters if we wanted to. No clusters, run clusters before applying this filter. Okay, so you do have to run the clusters. How do you do that? Oh, okay, here we go. So you have your suggested keywords, you have your questions, we have 2,200, we have comparison keywords, prepositions. So it really breaks this out. Super cool. I would expect a lot of related keywords to be extended by thousands. Analyzed keywords are right here. And then AI clusters, we can actually go with clustering right here. I'm not going to do that right now, but basically you click the clustering button and it's going to cluster all those keywords together. I'm just not going to go for that, but you guys know what clustering is. We're going to click that. Well, I might as well. Let's just cluster the keywords so I can show you guys real quick. So I paused for a minute or two. It's still clustering. So I'm just going to back out of that. I'm not going to back out of it. I'm going to go and click on some other stuff. So if we go click back on AI and clustering, it's going to go ahead and continue to work in the background, which I really like that. So we can go and just continue looking at some stuff. So let's go look at some questions right here. So it looks like we have some interesting keywords in here. On a finance site, how to donate plasma. So that technically to make money. So it makes sense. But we have these keywords that are very low competition that has big search volume. And so why you shouldn't donate plasma. So we could analyze this keyword by clicking analyze. And so it's analyzing SERP. Data will refresh once the analysis is complete. So we'll just look at this right here. And that's very fast. And so it's saying that there is a YouTube video, and then there is a joinparachute.com, and the 12, I believe. See if you can see in the middle of the screen here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be zooming in on this or not in this video, but you can see that joinparachute.com has a 12 next to it. I believe that is the DA, and we can control this by the Moz DA. And most SEOs don't really go by DA. It's an outdated metric, but a lot of people do still use it. And so that's what they're using. So you have low DA and high DA. So there is a DA that's 100. So we're not going to rank number one for sure for this keyword, but there is a page ranking 12 that has a DA of 12 that's ranking in the top 10. And that's where that opportunity comes from. That's where green is. Green is DA. Blue is if it is like a social media ranking. So this is the Lowfruits thing that we're really looking for. What is the W3? Top 3 pages average word count. So the average word count is 3,000. So this is giving us some really good data to go off of for keyword research. So the more I'm using the tool, the more I'm really liking it. View SERP result, we can click that and it's going to iframe over and let us know what's going on. So that DA12 right here somehow is ranking. That is kind of crazy, right? That you have this DA12 that's surrounded, and there is still a little bit of an opportunity right over here, Budget Girl. That means that is a site like mine that is ranked 24. And so what you would do with this data right here is that I would go in, because I have a page that is built for making money with donating plasma, but I may not be specifically tackling that keyword. So if I could go in and create an H2 about this, cover this topic really well, I might be able to rank inside of the top 10 and bring in a little bit more traffic. So really cool right there. Let's go look at, so we don't have any weak spots because you have to analyze keywords in order to get the weak spots, right? Let's go back over to AI clusters. It's still clustering. It's thousands of keywords that it's clustering, so it's going to take some time. That keyword that we just analyzed is going to be right here. So let's go over back to questions, and then look at all these filters that we have over here. So if we're going to look at words, I want to look at questions that have at least 5 keywords in them, right? So is there a button that I have to push right here in order to make that happen? I want to put 5 right there. Switch simple and advanced mode. Maybe if I put like 8 right here, and see how that happens, guys. So if I put 5 right here, see the keywords on the left side that change. So it's instant. You don't have to push a enter to get the filter. It's instant. As soon as I change this over to say 6, you're going to see the keywords will change. Okay. So I'm going to go 6 right there. And we're looking at, we can also come down here. I like this. We can look at 100 keywords on the page at once. How many pages do we have now? We still have 4 pages. So there's a lot right here. It would be nice if we knew how many keywords we're actually looking at each time we put a filter on, right? So it looks like we have 4 pages and then 7 pages and then 10 pages. So that is a lot of keywords, still thousands. And so we would need to put in more filters. So let's go with volume. The minimum volume I want is a 20. So let's go put that in right there. And then we do have the competition level, right? So let's go with, we want very low. And I love that we can add multiple, and a lot of keyword tools will only allow you to switch this on or off. So even one of them, Uber Suggest, it's frustrating. They only let you select one at a time. But right here, we can select, let's see, if we go to low, what this is doing is, that's interesting. I click both of them on competition and nothing shows up. But if you click off of one, you've got a bunch of very low and you have a bunch of low. So it is doing something funky right there where it should allow us to have both, and it's not letting us do that. So the thought behind this is cool, but I think I just uncovered a little bit of a bug right there, because we should be able to select both of these and get all those keywords that are inside of that, right? So let's just look at very low and come back down here and see how many pages we have. So it looks like we have 8 pages times 100. So that's going to be 800 keywords. And so what we're going to do is, what you would do is you would select all, and it's going to tell us we have 769 keywords. We have 3,000 credits. So you want to be careful with this, but I'm going to do this for the demo. I'm going to say analyze now. So it's going to go and analyze these almost 800 keywords, and then we're going to be able to have some data to play with. I'll be right back. All right, so it's analyzing right now, and you're going to see this number right here is going to just continue to go up. It's at 567 right now. While we're still analyzing, you'll be able to see that it should go up some more. We've analyzed 665 of the keywords, and so it's still analyzing right now. And then you can see it just went up and it just blinked right live on camera. So it's analyzing those 800 keywords. It's telling us we have an 85% opportunity. Not really sure what that means, but this is the report summary of the researched keywords. So this is of the researched keywords right here. We didn't research 6,000 keywords, so I imagine that this right here is going to be the amount of keywords that we're analyzing. I think it still has a few more to analyze, but we have enough information to go with. Another cool thing to point out is that there is an advanced mode and a simple mode. Right now we're on the simple mode. We're just looking at low competition, the featured snippets, and the top 3 pages, what the top average word count is, and the search volume. But if we want to go to the advanced mode, it's going to give us our weak spots right here, and it's going to give our DA and our low DA, high DA, and so forth, right? So this is the view that I probably would prefer. So then now we can go to weak spots, at least one in the top 10, at least one in the top 3. So you can go with low DA and no weak spots. So we can go in and go with we want weak spots in the top 3 and see what we can look at over here. Okay. So this means that there are sites that are in the top 3 for what percentage does Fiverr take from sellers. We can go and look at the SERPs right here. And you can see right here that this site over here that basically has no power has a DA of 13, and it is ranked number 1 for that keyword. They're ranked above Fiverr.com, which is just insane. What are they doing to do that? That's crazy. And then you have some other, like a PDF right here that's ranking. PDF's ranking right here. So this just tells you that there's 4 weak spots right here. There's low DAs, even a DA under 30 right there. So this does give you that information and that SEO information that you would need in order to go out and tackle that actual keyword right here. So we've already analyzed that keyword. It would be nice if we could go like this and like save this keyword. What is the copy? Keywords copied. It would be nice if we could save this because we've already analyzed it, right? How could we save this keyword? Looks like there's a Quora and there is forums. I'm going to click back on that. Where's the Quora? Yep, there's Quora right here. So this keyword is just absolutely golden to go after, right? It doesn't have a lot of search volume though. But I wish the only thing that I kind of am not seeing, and maybe I am, I mean, you would export this. So we could export this whole thing and kind of highlight them or something like that in Excel. That's fine. But in order to stay in the tool, it would be nice, I'm just not seeing it, that we can go and save these keywords to kind of like a keyword list that we want to now go and improve, right? If we want to do a bunch of keyword research at once, identify all the weak spots, ones that we want to go after, and then have a list. I'm not seeing that option. It would be cool if they could just add one column over here that would just tick, so we could check mark that box or something, right? Let's go look at search volume and start looking at some of these weak spots with a lot bigger keywords right over here. So 22,000 right there. TikTok's spelled wrong, so I wouldn't go after any of those. How do you get paid on YouTube? A couple weak spots right here. Probably would leave those 2 alone right there though. You got to kind of know what you're looking at as well. Right here, what permits do I need to open up a laundromat? We've got some really weak domains ranking for a keyword that gets almost 1,000 per month, and the competition's very low. So everything's checking out about this keyword right here. So you'd want to go and take a look at it. You can actually click that button there. It's going to open up the actual SERPs for us, or we can go and click on the hamburger and just look at it from this point. It's going to be easier to look at it from this point. So we have a DA of 1 right here that is ranking right there. They've got everything optimized and check marked. So this would be a great keyword opportunity to go after with low DAs. So that is how to use the tool. Let's go click on the add-ons button real quick. Looks like you can add on more credits to your account is what that looks like. It's not like add-on software or anything like that. Let's go click on guides. They do have some guides on their website that you can go and look at as well. All right, so this was my review on BeyondMe.io. As far as ease of use, I think that this was really, really easy to load your website, to get started with the website. There's a couple things that are a little bit confusing as far as getting started, but I didn't use any guides or watch any tutorials or anything like that, and it was pretty simple to get started. I do think that it's a tool that you need to be aware that you do need to have a Google Search Console and your sites need to be hooked up correctly. I believe you probably could use the tool just going in and using the keyword research function and using it just for keyword research without connecting your sites. That will be fine. But if you want the true power of analyzing your site and getting the metrics and so forth, you're going to probably want to hook up your site like I did over here. One thing I didn't see in here was the ability. So here's the keywords that it's tracking kind of for us. It pulls in from our Search Console. I guess if we analyzed, like we're not gonna be able to analyze all these queries because it's 6,000 queries, right? So if you want to do this, I recommend, depending on how many keywords, if you have a giant site, you're not gonna be able to analyze all of the data. But what you could do is just analyze. I'm not seeing where we can select which ones we want to analyze in here. So that's something that, just with critiquing and finding things that I think they need to improve. Well, one of them is right now I'm only seeing a button that allows us during our site on the websites section to analyze all queries. But if I analyze all these queries, it's going to eat up all my credits. I don't even have enough credits to do that. So what if I only want to analyze, 100 right here that all get a lot of impressions but no clicks, something like that, right? So a little bit more granular control over the website section would be really, really good. I think this gives us an overall view, but it's not as actionable as I would have liked, being that this is supposed to be the one of the biggest features of the tool. So just a little bit of critique. I think that they can get some improvement going on there, but it's definitely not perfect. As far as the keyword research section, I do really, really like the keyword research. Keyword lab was probably my favorite part because it just worked really, really well. It was fast. Let's go back over and see if it got done, if it ever got done with the AI clustering real quick. We'll go back over to the AI clusters. And it's still clustering. So that's just one critique. I've been doing this review. This is a long review and it's still not done with the clustering. And this isn't that many keywords. And I have plenty of other clustering keywords that does not take as long as this. So that would be just another thing, is that it might need a little bit of help as far as the speed on clustering. Like I said, my favorite feature was the keyword lab, just coming in here and you can either type in a keyword. Let's just do that real quick. Let's go pickleball real quick and generate report now, because I didn't really show that. And so I just wanted to go with pickleball right here and just see it's generating some keywords for us right here, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to push the Analyze Now button for pickleball. It found 3,000 keywords for us. So there's a lot of keywords, the tools that don't even pull in 3,000 keywords. So I think that I'm pretty impressed with that. 3,000. I don't think that we're going to find on point that much more, even using the big keyword tools. One thing I would like to see is that if we go to the related section, I would expect there to be more keywords kind of going outside of pickleball a little bit, but certainly looking at all keywords right over here. I like how we can go and just focus on questions. There's 700 questions right here. That's a good way to start building a website, is just answer simple questions. We can easily go to competition and so forth and see the search volume. So the keyword research tool it passes all the check mark boxes for me. I didn't really test where they're getting their search volumes from, but you might want to just look at that search volumes and compare it to a couple other tools and see if how close it is to other tools. But overall, the keyword lab's really good, really good. So BeyondMe, it's on AppSumo right now. Yes, this is one of my classic in-depth full reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe so you get more in-depth reviews to see if the tool is actually worth your time and your investment into the tool. This would definitely be a tool that I am going to keep and consider adding more codes to it, because I really, really like this keyword tool. And to be completely honest, even with the critiques that I had on this is very refreshing. I got to really think about the different tools. I'll probably do a keyword roundup list for the keyword tools that I have analyzed over the last year on the platform, even if they're not available now. Just to kind of say, hey, I do think that this is going to fit in that top 5 spot for keyword tools that I have seen hit AppSumo in the last 2 years. This is definitely a powerhouse keyword tool. It has a lot to offer. It identifies weak spots, and this is definitely an extremely valuable keyword research tool. So this one will definitely get my double thumbs up. I would definitely, if you need a keyword research tool, I definitely would pick this tool up. you would want to click the link below to help support LearnWire to go pick up this tool if you need a keyword research tool for YouTube or for your niche websites. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you in the next video.